Well, hello there. Hey, I'm back, I think, I hope. I'm William Brantley from Bemis, Tennessee, or South Jackson, Tennessee, ready to catch up or start over or whatever you want to call it during my weather reports here on YouTube. I've waited a while and I've had some difficulties, of course, over time, but I think I've kind of solved the problem, I hope, and maybe I'll be a little more frequent giving you weather reports via YouTube. Well, I thought I'd start off tonight. How about that? Just a little bit before the Memorial Day weekend holiday. How about that? They actually got decent weather leading up to it. Might be a few scattered showers and thunderstorms in the area beginning about Wednesday through next Monday. But yesterday it looked like it was going to be almost a washout. Today it doesn't look so bad. So the computer models are easing up on that ideal. Well, alrighty, now that I said that and welcome myself back and all, and I've missed you and missed being able to talk to you this way and share the weather with you. So I'll go ahead and get started and start off with the climate data like I used to give it to you and give you about a 9-day forecast coming up here in a few moments. As 5 p.m. here in Bemis or South Jackson, Tennessee, the skies were partly cloudy at that time. I'm reading my notes, by the way, which, remember, they look like this, kind of. So, let me see, give you an idea of what I'm reading, and all that, and rather than showing you all of them, I'm just going to read them to you. As of 5 p.m., the sky was partly cloudy, and I'm looking outside right now, and the skies are actually fairly clear from my angle. Here on 3rd Street in Bemis, the sun is shining brightly, and that's good news. The temperature was 91 degrees at 5 p.m. The dew point was 71 degrees. The humidity was at 52%. The wind was out of the east at 5 miles per hour, and the barometric pressure was 30.05 inches of mercury. Today's low temperature here in Bemis was 66 degrees. Today's high was 91 degrees. Had no rainfall today. And by the way, since I missed so many of them, the month of May, and I wish I had a thought to bring up the month of April, but it's a little old now. The month of May, I'm up to I'm up to 3.96 inches of rain. Normal was 4.06, and for the year I'm up to 35.97 inches, and normal was 21.91 inches. So I'm still well above normal for the year, and right near normal for the month of May so far. That would include the shower that I had yesterday here in Bemis, when I had 92/100ths of an inch of rain yesterday from an isolated thunderstorm that moved through the 1 o'clock hour yesterday, between about 1:10 to 1:58 p.m. Yesterday, I believe, but none today. As you'll see on the radar here in just a moment, most of the rain today is down in Mississippi and Arkansas and staying away from Jackson. There's virtually no precipitation at all in West Tennessee at the moment. And what is on the radar is starting to die down. You'll see that in a moment. Alright, the lowest humidity today was 52%. That occurred at 3 through 5 p.m. The highest would be 100%, and that occurred at 12 through 8 a.m. The dew point, coolest dew point, lowest dew point, I'll say get it right in a minute, was 67 degrees, and that occurred at 3 through 5 a.m. The highest dew point temperature, 75 degrees at 12 noon, while the lowest barometric pressure today was 30.03, and that was at 3 a.m., while the highest was 30.13 inches, and that was at 11 a.m. when that happened. The highest wind gust today since midnight at the Jackson Airport has been northeast at 14 miles per hour between midnight and 5 p.m. of course. Alright, the records for today, May 23rd, 2018, hottest high would be 94 degrees. Hey, we kind of came close, but we did miss it by 3 degrees, hitting 91. 94 is the record high, and 2010 is when that happened. The coolest high would be 70 in 1963. The warmest low would be 75 degrees in 1953, while the coldest low would be 40 in 1963. Hey, kind of a cool day in 1963 today. A low of 40 and a high of 70 on May 23rd. Alright. Rainfall record 1.21 inches, and that fell in 1984. Alrighty. I believe that's all the stats for today. So I'm going to go through some of the various graphs and maps I have set up to show you. Let me find a place for my glasses and all. Let me see here. I'm going to show you this radar first. Let me bring it up so you can see it better. It's as, let's see what the time it is. It's as of 6:17, 15 minutes ago. It'd be alright for tonight since there's nothing pushing West Tennessee. Let me turn the camera around so you can see it as well. Hold on, I thought I had it a good spot. I didn't. I will adjust it real quick. And pardon me for not being ready like I thought I was. That reminds me of the good old days. Especially on Facebook. Oh well. Alright, there's the radar right now. And let me see if I can adjust that a little bit better. And let me bring it down a smidgen. More what words I come up with. That's the National Weather Service's radar. Like I said, as of about 5:20. As you can see, there's nothing headed toward Jackson. West Tennessee is fairly clear. There were a few little light sprinkles over toward the river over there in Tipton and Lauderdale County, but I think they've died off now. The only active ones is down around Oxford, Mississippi, straight line down to east of Winona, I guess you say that. And that's the area of rain tonight. It's not going anywhere. It's pretty much stationary. If anything, it might be drifting to the northwest. Not toward Jackson, though. And there's some more rain over here in northeast Arkansas that you can see. And that's really the closest rain for us. Let me do one more quick thing here. Maybe adjusting it just a little bit won't hurt it too bad. This is more of a southeast view of the country. You're down in Florida. You might be getting some rain in parts of the coast down there in Panhandle, Florida, down there, especially if you're near the Alabama border. Down in there, and some in Mississippi, of course. A little scattered in Louisiana. Northern Arkansas is pretty much wet. My goodness. Today's their day to get it. Yesterday was parts of West Tennessee. Today is Northern Arkansas is getting it today. A little bit up there in Missouri. Southwestern Missouri. I know some people who live up in that area, especially Rolla, Missouri. Rolla or something like that. I'm hoping I'm pronouncing that right. Otherwise, country looks okay. Here in Tennessee, we're in good shape, precipitation-wise. At least today we are. Alrighty. If you hear a little noise in the background, I've got the Weather Channel up. So if I can think to get a local on the 8, so I'll try that momentarily. In the meantime, I tell you what, there's another way I could get that. I mean, I should have went ahead and had it set just in case. And I might try that if I see one. Okay, I see that. I'm going to actually, no, I ain't going to take it off. What you see now well, I need to get it moving though. Is the current? Well, let me see what you're seeing, so I know what you're seeing. If I can put it that way. As you can see, I'm learning how to get back into the act. This is a visible satellite. Now that we're in daylight savings time, you can see it this late in the evening. Used to it'd be completely dark by now, but don't worry about that. Tennessee is fairly clear. There you see the clouds from the storms around us to our west and south and all. And that, did you see? Look like the ones in Arkansas is trying to drift sort of north, maybe northeast a little bit, but yeah, they'll die down before they get here. Otherwise, the south is fairly clear and all. Let me see what the whole nation looks like and give you a view real quick. Pretty good little. That's pretty clear. Let me get a good chunk of the country in there so that you can see it. The west is fairly clear, as you can see, and the east. I need to move this out of the way. Let me get this out of the way a little bit more so you can see more Tennessee, and the northeast is real clear. And hold on. Make some adjustments here. And I think you can see it. The northeast is real good and clear for the most part. Florida is not too bad a shape, despite those showers down in the Panhandle area. Southern Florida, yeah, it's fairly clear. A little cloudy down in Cuba right now. I'm not worried about that. There's the nation as a whole there for you, as far as the satellite goes. Alright. Pretty good shape considering it's summertime, isn't it? Alright. Let me go to, I haven't showed you this map in a while. Let me show you Weather Underground's surface map and pull this back to where I can see it a little bit better. Alright. There's the frontal systems, thanks to Weather Underground. We have a stationary front stretching through Tennessee, low pressure over in North Carolina, and then way on up there toward off the coast of Maine, stretching down to North Carolina, and then stretching through Tennessee is a stationary front, and then turning into a warm front right at the Mississippi River, up near Dyersburg, and then stretching as a warm front on up to southeast Montana and that area. Other than that, the other front approaching the Pacific Northwest. Other than that, the nation looks pretty good shape. And I forgot to bring up the national radar, their version. I just thought of that. I was wondering what the precipitation was. I said, where is it? I forgot to bring it up, and I apologize for that. That's my goof up for the day. There's another front well up northeast of us, up in the northeast part of the country. No effect on us, though. Well, maybe that's all you really need anyways, is where the fronts are. That'd be good enough. Let me see if I can get a slightly closer-up view of Tennessee here. I know you'd love to see that. There we go. A little closer than what I had it. Alright. Alright. There you go. Well, let me see what's next. Let's see, good forecast. I almost forgot about it. We don't need to do that, do we? That's one of the most important parts. You see that angle there, you can kind of read along with me. And of course, it's fair skies now. It was very cloudy earlier. It became fair around noontime, I believe, and about clear now. Best I can tell. I don't believe there's no clouds out there. From the angle that I see, it's the skies are very clear. There might be a few small fair weather clouds around, but if they are, they'll be gone by the time the sun goes down, and they'll be fair for the rest of tonight. The sun will be setting by 7:59 p.m., about 8 o'clock, and it'll be rising tomorrow morning at 5:44 a.m. The moon rose today at 2:15 p.m. and it'll be setting at 2:31 a.m. tomorrow morning. Speaking of tomorrow, Thursday, looks like fair skies with low near 66 and a high of 89, with east winds at 10 to 20 miles per hour. And there you see the sunrise tomorrow morning at 5:44 and sets tomorrow evening at 8 o'clock. Moon rises tomorrow afternoon at 3:18 p.m. and sets at 3:06 a.m. Friday morning. And speaking of Friday, it looks like it's going to be Friday's looking better now than it did yesterday. Friday looks like it's going to be fair skies until noon, and then becoming very cloudy with an 80% chance of some showers and thunderstorms until sunset Friday night, then becoming fair. So what storms we get be mainly afternoon thunderstorms on Friday. And it looks like we'll have a low, and then fair by Friday night, of course, low of 66 and a high of 88 with south winds at 10 to 20 miles per hour. There you see the sun and the moon rise and set times for Friday. And for Saturday, it looks like, let me see, very cloudy Saturday with an 80% chance of showers and thunderstorms till Saturday night, then decreases to a 40% chance by Saturday night. So it's a small chance Saturday night, but not a huge chance. Low of 68 and high of 84 on Saturday. We'll have south winds at 10 to 20 miles per hour. And then there you see the other times. And by Sunday, it's going to be, I haven't got that to where I can move it without messing with that. Sunday, it looks like it'll be fair skies till noon, then very cloudy with an 80% chance of showers and thunderstorms until Sunday night. I just said that one, I'm sorry. Then becoming fair, low of 68 and high of 84, south winds at 10 to 20. Then we move on to Monday. I apologize for messing that one up. Monday, it looks like it's going to be very cloudy with the 50% chance of showers till noon, then just very cloudy till sunset, then fair. So most of the rain is going to be an AM Monday, which is actually Memorial Day. So it looks like we may get some rain Monday morning, May the 28th, but be ending by noon and be just very cloudy, but no wind expected, and finally clearing by Monday night. Is the way it's looking right now. Low of 67, high of 83, not a bad day, with east winds at 10 to 20 miles per hour. The sun rises at 5:42 a.m. Memorial Day morning and sets at 8:03 p.m. There you see what time the moon rises at 7:16 p.m. next Monday evening and sets at 5:20 a.m. Next Tuesday morning, May 29th. All right. And then there's another chance of rain even next Tuesday and Wednesday of next week. And actually a small chance all the way into Thursday of next week, which will be May 31st. There's only a 30% chance of afternoon showers and thunderstorms by next Thursday. It's 80% next Tuesday and 50% next Wednesday. And by Friday, at this time, it looks like it's going to be fair skies. Let's hope so. Friday of next week's June the 1st. We don't need rain on the first day of the month. This year so far, every time we've had the rain on the first day of the month, we wind up with a mighty wet year. That's why our total for the year is so high now, above normal. It's because of February, March, and April. When it rained on the first day of each of those months, we wind up having a super wet all 3 months and put a super high amount for the total for the year. So it's finally starting to dry out, and hopefully June will play along with that. By the way, 71 for a low and a high of 89 next Friday, June the 1st, with south winds at 10 to 20 miles per hour. Well, alrighty, I think that kind of concludes that. Let's see what this is. Now, that's something that'd be interesting to watch. There is some indication of tropical development this weekend south of us, and that's kind of the area where they're looking for. I believe late May. That's the traditional. I don't think there's no actual projections at the time. I don't think it is anyways. No, it ain't quite time for a local on the 8th either. I tell you what, I'm going to wait on it because it will play better here than it will on my regular TV. Might be even good a local on the 8th. It's still 5 more minutes, so it's going to be a long recording if I let that go. I'm not sure I want to do that. But more will probably read it better though. Let me see. What can I share with you that I haven't already said? That's a good question. I might just go on and not worry about it. I might just do that. I might just go on and not worry about it. There's a little tiny radar on this thing. Let me see if I can move it over where you can see it too. I don't know if you can see it or not. They're showing some local stuff right here. I don't know if you can see it or not. I don't think I can get the camera just right for you to see it. Well, I thought there was a local. There's a regional. Hey, that might be woke. Regional forecast. I'll go ahead and let it stay on there. I don't know how close I need to get this where you can read it better. And they're going to give you a forecast around the area. That'd be alright. For starts, give you an idea of what's expected over the weekend. Yeah, that'll give you a better idea of what to expect. It says Thursday, I think. Oh, it's given each day. Cool. If you can make it out, that's Friday. That's Thursday for this part of the country. And that's Friday's forecast for that part of the country, Midwest. And that's Thursday's forecast for the Pacific Northwest. And Friday, I think, yeah, that's the forecast for the Pacific Northwest for Friday on average. And the Southwest. Not a whole lot really going on. Only areas going to expect the most of the rain is down toward Florida and off the East Coast. Southwest is going to be alright. I don't think you can make that out too good, so I'm not going to worry about that one. I'm going to see if I can catch the weather on the 8th. I think it's fixing to come. Let me see if I can bring that down. I'm a little quiet. I'm sorry to be advertising their commercials. I don't mean to be doing that. But while I'm doing this, I don't really see much of a choice. Yeah, I'm getting the local on the 8s on the TV, and I don't listen here just yet. It ain't showing enough though. I'm gonna go ahead and hope that you're seeing this okay. It looks like you may be. Let me see if I can scoot that over here. That help me see what you're seeing a little bit better. Uh, there we go. That ain't really what I want either. Oh, it's doing the same thing. The local on the 8s ain't in Jackson anymore. Or not for now. Let me go ahead and leave it on this. Might as well. Show some cities in there which I doubt you can read. I'll try to pull it over there a little bit. There's a little bit more of the country right there. That's tonight's forecast. Tomorrow's forecast around the area. And out west. Looks like they have some severe weather along the Plain States and eastern Rockies. Alright, that's good enough. Yeah. Let me get it back on me, and I apologize for showing all that advertisement, which I wasn't planning on doing. But they'll do a little different tonight. Alright, I won't call it since I know it's a long recording. I apologize for that. Hopefully we went through smoothly enough. I hope you saw enough of it. I'm fixing to find out myself. But thanks for watching and being patient with me. And I hope I'm back on a regular basis. And if so, have a good night. God bless you. Here tonight, being Wednesday, May 23rd, 2018. And I hope all of you have sweet dreams. And I hope you have a blessed Thursday, May the 24th, 2018. And I hope to get a chance to talk to you again tomorrow night. And until then, good night and God bless.